So when you ask the question of, should Israel go to solar power? Fine, we have sun. But you must first look at the more holistic picture, and this is, in the spirit of Nikos. What for? Right? What is the goal? Is the goal to put solar panels? If that's the goal, then yes, put solar panels, right? You'll meet the target, right? But if the goal is to, if the goal is to, preserve nature, clearly not. Because you go to the Arava, you see places, or Ashalim, which are places which used to be beautiful desert, and I am a desert native, and they're now all gone, tragically gone. And the amounts of waste which will come out of it are gone.
Please keep the comments for after.
And if you're thinking about reducing CO2, it's not even close to that, because you keep on burning gas to provide a reliable source of baseload. So we need to question the underlying assumptions. Why are we building solar panels? Do we want to transfer money from the poor to the rich? That's a great way to do that, right? Do we want to give more power to the electricity authorities? That's also a good way to do it, because they're managing the workload. But this is the essence. Every time we need to address this question, we need to ask, what's the goal here? And if you look at any of the goals, presented by the Ministry of Energy or by the Ministry of Protection of the Environment, you see that their goals have nothing to do with solar power. So we had a miracle in Israel. That's the miracle of the natural gas in the tiny pond, which is the Mediterranean. And this miracle gives us at least a few decades of very cheap and very clean and very reliable power. And with this time frame, we can stop and think about what will be the problems in the next 30 years and how we can solve them. And solution may come from various sources. They can come from, more extraction of more resources, like natural gas. If there are there, maybe there are, maybe there aren't. It can come from at least putting the nuclear option on the table and starting to talk about it seriously. There are many problems there. There's no rush. But clearly, the first thing we need to do is to acknowledge what's the end goal, what's the end game. And this relates to what Nico says. The end game should not be, we cannot impact, let's put solar panels because we don't want to impact the environment. The only way not to impact the environment is not to live. And if we want to make Israel a flourishing and successful country, we need power. And this must be the origin of the discussion, the base of the discussion.